coming up next, Bookin It continues their discussion on
the edge of the dark sea of darkness. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bookin It. I am your humble and eloquent host, Cooper Cobbs, and I'm joined today by my good friend, Matthew Killingsworth. How you doing, Matthew?
Howdy, guys. I'm doing good. Tanner, Isaiah, how you guys doing today?
Yeah, we should probably say that our two other friends, Isaiah and Tanner, sadly they're not here today, but
Yeah.
they'll be here next week. I promise you that, and if not, then it's their fault. It's not my fault.
It is not our fault. We are here.
Yeah, we're here. We're here talking, right? How you been doing, Matthew?
We've been doing pretty good. You know, school's back in this week from our fall break. Been keeping me busy. I also just finished this book, like 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago. Literally.
Yeah. It was really good after I read the whole thing.
So, I guess we should, I don't know, should we talk about, we got, most of the book to get through today.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we didn't get into much of it last time, so
Nope.
we should, I guess, get started.
Yeah. So, I guess I should say, what are your, you finished the book, like I said, just a few minutes ago. What did you think about the book as a whole?
Overall thoughts, very well thought out, very well written. You can write well all day, but to have the creativity to create this whole world, all the different characters with all the different names, all the different
names,
places. Yes, so many good names. And to, even beyond all just the setting, creating the story, where, I love stories where, it starts off just like a story of just what's happening, and then there's different things that kind of confuse you, and then close to the end, or the second half of the book, it all starts coming together, and then it just makes sense. And that ended up happening in the second half of this book, which made it a lot more enjoyable overall for me.
Nice. So, what'd you think about just the revelation at the end and stuff like that?
It was interesting. You figured out a lot of stuff, and I was geeking out about it.
Yeah. You famous.
I was like, no way.
You
he's the uncle.
You're famously or soon to be famous. You said that the name was their dad. But you actually found out that it was the Aniran king. What'd you think about that?
Yes. Well, not who I thought it was. If you guys remember last week, I just started spitting out different characters, guessing if they were going to be the dad, because I kind of wanted to know.
But you failed miserably.
Yes.
But yeah. So, I really like it too, obviously. Like I said last week, I think it's great. I have one more question kind of before we dive in. What do you think about the allegory of it all, relating it the maker and stuff like that to Christianity?
To Christianity. I thought it was well thought out.
Yeah, in terms of what?
Yeah, it was a little weird for me at first, and it was kind of part of the reason I didn't like it. At first was there's the two people at the beginning, which were obviously supposed to be Adam and Eve,
right.
But then I felt like the first time I read it, when I couldn't get through the first few chapters, I kind of just felt like it was taking stuff from the normal world and just trying to change the name of everything. It drove me crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dim potatoes.
Yes.
Potatoes, yeah.
Potatoes.
Yeah, I think
instead of just call them tomatoes, man. Just
Yeah.
Come on. But then they had dogs and horses and had some normal stuff, but then they just had maggot loaves and
it's
any random thing.
it's cool, but it's weird.
I did like the cave blats though. That
yeah.
was kind of funny.
Yeah. Going back to kind of the allegory, I think that if we asked Andrew Peterson, hey, is this an allegory for the gospel or something, he would say no, right? But you can obviously tell that Dwayne and Gladys, like you said, are meant to be Adam and Eve, and that the maker, pretty obviously, God.
Yeah.
And then Anira, it's kind of similar to Israel, right? So you can kind of, see the allegory, even if it's not an allegorical story.
I actually kind of always thought of Anira as America, just on the other side of the sea.
Huh.
You know?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
gonna get burned down by some nameless evil, and then Donald Trump's gonna have to
Whatever.
go live. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny. That's kind of funny though. So I guess we should dive in. We've got a lot of ground to cover. I'm looking at it,
Right.
and we have like I don't know, like 5/7 of the book to go. So
Oh yeah.
let's
Let's
move
get
on.
to it. Let's get to it.
So we kind of left off the Dragon Day festival, that kind of stuff. What
Mm-hmm.
do you think about the sea dragon scene in the beginning? Was it kind of a beautiful description? Was it great? And you had something to read? What do you think about it?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good description of that part, and I was kind of interested about it, about like what sea dragons were, because they talked about it like the whole book leading up to that point, and they were like, this is the best day of the year, it's all about the sea dragons
Yeah.
and everything, and it's like the festival. And then they didn't get to go to it, and I was kind of disappointed. I was like, I wanted to know what sea dragons were, but then I thought it explained it pretty well. They talked about, or he talked about how they couldn't fly, but you know, they came up once a day, and or once a year, sorry, once a year, on one day a year, and sang for all the people, and all the people would gather at the cliffs to listen to them, and it was like a song of hope, kind of a little rebellious thing against the Fangs, but all the Fangs hated the dragon's noise.
You should probably say the
And
Fangs that they don't like music like at all. The song,
yeah, they basically are like completely contrary to everything.
right?
They hate everything that is likable, and they like everything that's disgusting or
Maggot loaf.
dislikable. Yes, literally everything they eat is so gross.
Yeah, I mean you learn more
But I
about what they
actually,
eat
I
and what
really,
they're beaten too. It's kind of disgusting.
I also, this is random, but I really liked the chapter about the maggot loaf. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's like
It was
oh,
just
I
funny.
I
Like,
really enjoy reading about maggot loaf.
yeah, I know. It was like, I think it would have been fun to try and make the grossest thing possible and see them eat it.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
yeah. Did you have something to read, or was that
Oh, no, I can. No, I
okay?
don't.
All right.
I turned to the chapter, but I never found the part that I was looking for.
Yeah, so kind of move along a little bit. The Yogabis get captured by the Fangs because they had a little
Oh wait, we
tussle with
skipped
them. We
something
did.
though.
What do you want to talk about?
Yes. Well, after the dragon started singing, Lily,
Oh yeah, that's
who
right.
is Janner's younger sister, also started singing. At which point the dragon stopped singing and look up to her in awe and watch her sing, which I always wondered about this after. What did all the other people who were watching the dragons
Yeah, they're like,
do? Like,
what are the dragons
where
doing? Yeah,
because they just like see the dragons start looking somewhere else
yeah, I
and
don't know.
start like, yeah, I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a cool scene though when she does
Yeah.
that. I think it's powerful.
And it also connects to a lot of other stuff in the book about how she's really, like, she has a thing for animals, I guess you could say,
Mm.
and she's really good at communicating with animals and like uh making them trust her and stuff like that, and other people she finds out later. We'll talk about that later
Yeah.
though.
So they get captured, right? But even in the jail cell, they don't know what's gonna happen to them, right? They're like, we could be taken to
Yeah.
Throg, Fort
Yeah, so
Lamondron.
basically they everyone knew in the town of or in the town of Glipwood that when you were in the jail, either two things could happen. You could be taken by the black carriage, which was like the worst possible thing ever, and you were taken to, what's that place called?
Fort
Like
Lamondron.
some, yeah, Fort Lamondron, however you say that. And that was like the worst thing imaginable, and like that was just like scary for everybody. And then the other option was just to get, beat up really bad and then let go, I guess. But they lucked out, and neither thing happened to them because their mom Nia came in and gave who they give Commander Norm, who ran the jail. They gave him some jewels, which were actually the jewels of Anira, and
No,
um,
no, they're not.
they weren't.
Well, like they're jewels from Anira, but they're not. Did you not get it? The Igabis are the jewels of Anira. Oh, massive spoilers.
But
The
they were
children.
jewels.
Yeah, I
No,
know, but
yeah, I know,
okay,
but
oh yeah,
she didn't give them.
right,
Yeah,
right. Anyway,
she gave them. Okay, anyways,
so I'm kind
she
of
gave them.
yeah. Go ahead.
She gave them jewels that were from Anira, like physical,
Right.
like, yeah, jewels. and so he let them go, and she promised to make him a meal every week, and so he ended up letting them go,
Right, but
and
I'm
so
kind of
they lucked
focusing
out.
on like when they're in the jail cell. I think Daniel and Ting are talking, and they were like, "Remember what Grandpa said? Ships and sharks. There's always a way out, right?"
Yeah.
Do you think that that's right? Do you think there's always a way out, or no?
Um. Yeah, I think I agree with that. It's just there's also always a price. So
Mm,
if sometimes the price is high to get out,
yeah.
but I think there's definitely always a way.
Well, what about the pit and the pendulum? Was there a way out of that?
Yes, it was a French commander guy that opened the wall.
That's right.
We won't talk
we don't
about
talk.
that
We don't
though.
talk. Yeah. So you mentioned kind of Nia. She comes and like rescues them, right?
Yeah.
What would you have done if your kids had almost died or being attacked by venomous monsters?
um, Giving them whatever they wanted to set them free.
Yeah, but like attacked, like how angry would have been? What would you have done? Kind of reaction like to that?
Oh, how angry would I have been?
Yeah, true.
Well, I would have been really angry if you know, I would have been angry no matter who they attacked. But if it was my own kids that they attacked, then
Like, would you
I don't know.
like go like break down the jail and chop off a few things or dust them?
I probably would, because I'd probably take the Poto route
Oh
of
yeah,
action
oh
more.
yeah.
But Nia was. I was kind of impressed. She was way more calm about it, and she knew that that would just make it worse if she did that. So she made Poto stay home,
Right.
and she just went calmly and acted all civil and got them out, which was smart. But I don't think I would have been able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the next chapter is Secrets and Cheesy Chowder. What do you think about the chapters in this book? You think those are they're chapter titles?
Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of them are not so great. I don't like saying cheesy chowder. I don't know.
Really?
I just don't like that. Yeah.
I,
It's just
I
weird.
like saying cheesy chowder.
Cheesy.
I don't know. That's me. But I think this is it's obvious like you said uh, it's written for kids, right?
Right.
I think this is like they're made to be read aloud. I think that you get more into these reading them aloud as a family
That's true.
and stuff like that. And I think
A
that
lot of the stuff is fun to say.
yeah, I
That's
think
right.
that kids would really love just hearing secrets and cheesy chowder or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that you have gotten more out of this having it read aloud to you, or do you think you got more out of it just reading it by yourself?
I don't know that it would make a difference. I haven't been read aloud to in so long, or like had something read aloud to me. So I don't
Teardrop.
know. I'm just used to reading it by myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here we are. Tink is, of course, doing something stupid, and Jen is like, "Oh, dang, I have to go follow Tink, right?" How many times have you
Right.
followed a younger sibling into something dangerous?
0.
Seriously,
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just like, let's say
Yeah. I mean 0.
you say your younger brother or both of them, or all three of them, they went out and like did something dangerous, and you followed them instead of telling your parents, or like went with them or something. Has that ever happened
Yep.
to you?
0 times.
Really?
No. Has that happened to you?
No. I don't know
Oh.
why I wrote that question down.
I was like, you were so shocked when I said no. I was like, dude.
I didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, would the experience have brought you closer or farther apart?
Probably closer.
Why?
Because we'd be united to keep the secret against our parents, and we would have just been through a lot together. So
Yeah, that's nice. What do you think about? I don't know. Just let's talk about like the things for a little bit. What do you think about the things, just
All right.
overall?
So when I first I think the first chapters where they're described, or maybe the second one, it's talking about the carriage and everything, is when they're first described, and they were way different in my head than when I finally saw a picture of them.
Yeah.
They're basically like lizards, like literally just lizards. But like as far as like how they act and stuff, I think they're um crap, I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. I think they're kind of disgusting is the best word
Mm.
I think to use there, because like just everything, including like what they eat and what I already talked about, but like also just they're just gross, and they're also just evil too. They're just cruel because they don't let anyone else have weapons, and they make them go through like crazy amounts of work just to get a tool to work for one day, and they just overrun everything, and they're even mean to each other.
Yeah. What do
Yeah,
you think?
they also just have a really different way of thinking about things than normal humans.
Yeah.
Like just how their mind works and their different ranks and things, and like their how they're always thinking about um you know people in charge of them, I guess. Like there's that one chapter when all the different commanders had to go to General Crack's castle and talk to him and like give reports and things. And there was just a lot in that chapter about how they're always, wanting to be higher up and what they have to do to get there, and how they hate everyone below them in rank and stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you think about like the fangs turning to dust and all that? What do you think the symbolism was behind that?
I don't know.
So
Like
let me tell you,
maybe
I'm gonna kind of okay. So I'm not gonna like spoil anything, but I'm gonna tell you something. So
you realize
basically,
we've kind of already spoiled like the
yeah,
first half of
whatever,
the book.
whatever. The no, I'm talking to you though, not to our listener.
Oh, okay.
So basically, in the second book, you find out how
Oh,
the fangs are made, and they're actually humans being melded with like animals. But in
that's
order for the
disgusting.
melding process to happen, it's more complicated than this. But basically, they have
I thought
to
they were just a species.
no, they have to want the power that Nag the Nameless can give them. Right? They have
Huh.
to basically sing a song that creates the melding process. Right?
That's so weird.
And so they have to give themselves to the power. And then when they're killed, they're dusted. Right? They fall into dust. And they fall into
Okay.
dust because the power is empty. Like the power that gave them their power is empty. The search for power, the hunt for power is empty, right?
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I guess that makes more sense if you've read the second book.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But I just thought it was really cool to see that kind of symbolism, kind of like talking
Yeah.
about the allegory before, of just the fangs turning to dust after they die, just because like they're empty, you know?
Also, I guess it shows that they are human,
Yeah.
because humans turn to dust when they die.
What? What?
I said it shows that they are human because
Humans
humans
don't.
turn to dust
Oh,
when
they
they
don't
die.
turn to dust.
Humans? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like when we die, we're gonna
Yeah, but like
turn
over
into
a
dust,
process that takes like several years, right?
right?
Yeah, but they die like instant. Like it's more of a symbol, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
was, well, so it's kind of reminds me of I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say this in our Christian podcast, but I was thinking about Harry Potter with this a little bit.
Oh, come on.
Okay, okay, guys, listen.
We've already talked. It's not like we haven't talked about Harry Potter on
Right,
here
I know.
before.
Guys, listen. I need you to if you're reading Harry Potter right now, cover your ears or something for the next couple minutes or not minutes, just a couple seconds. Massive spoilers. So basically, when Harry he kills Voldemort, right? Voldemort's just lying there, that like empty nothing, right?
Yep.
And
That's a good example.
exactly, I was like,
Because it's from Harry Potter.
but he's like empty. His whole hunt for power was empty.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
this shrunken thing, and I just thought that was cool with the fangs too. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that he stole it from Harry Potter, no, but I just thought the symbolism, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Lily, what do you think about Lily just as a character, huh? Okay, mom, side question.
She kind of caused like half the trouble in the book.
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, it's true. Just let the dog die, and then you would like none of the
You
story
would
would have happened.
okay. Maybe it's a bad example, but you would let your dog die over. You would let this little thing kill your dog.
Probably not.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
saying
not
something for
a
your dog
little
too.
girl.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not a little girl who has a messed up leg.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that scene. I was like, yeah, she's not willing to let her dog die for anything. I thought that was kind
Yeah.
of cool. Anyway,
I mean, it showed she was tough and
right.
kind of played along with her character.
Yeah, but like she even has compassion for the guy who's trying to stab her dog, right? Slarb.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard do you think it would have been to have compassion for someone like Slarb?
For her, it wasn't hard because that was just who she was.
Yeah, but for you,
Pretty hard.
yeah. What do you think would happen if Lily like had a chance to show kindness to Slarb? Do you think it would have changed anything? Do you think it's possible for things to change?
I think I haven't read the other books, but I feel like that might be something that happens eventually. I don't know. I could see her eventually. I don't want to say taming, but like kind of taming a Fang. Because I don't know. She was really good. She tamed the dog. She tamed Nugget, and she ended up. Um, I don't want to say taming because he's human, but like connecting, I guess, with Pete, the sock guy,
Right.
and even though he was like the crazy guy that nobody got along with, she got along with him. She was just like really good at getting along with people and animals.
Yeah. Um. Well. Um. We're almost done. Gosh, it's gonna be a little shorter. Um.
We're almost done.
Yeah. I think there's. I guess there's kind of a lot to talk about, huh? Well, I don't know. Do you have anything you want to talk about? I didn't have anything to like the end of the book.
Let me see here. I'm flipping through. Oh well, dude, we never even talked about Ankle Jelly Manor at all.
Yeah, well, that was kind of like the sibling experience kind of thing. What do you think about Angela Manor?
No, I don't really understand the purpose of it in the book.
I think it was kind of more of like a kind of like wait,
Just
you're planning for
to show.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just like a bonding experience between them.
Yeah, I mean for the plot purpose, yeah, and the end of the book, like we're gonna talk about, just kind of having a safe house. What do you think about the water from the first well?
The water.
From the first well, the flask that Pete carries around that saves a dog and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. How did he even get that?
You'll find that out later.
Oh, okay.
That's something I don't want to spoil.
I was like, I mean, the concept of that the water, is like not crazy once you've read most of this book, because it's kind of just like expect anything in this world that we're reading about. But, that's what I wondered. It's like, how'd this guy get it?
Yeah.
But also, it's kind of like he has to be someone special and relevant now.
Yeah. But, I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, yeah, it's a tiny bit of a rip-off of, like, the Eden tree or something like that, you
Yeah.
know? But, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. One of my favorite characters, though, is, I guess, him as Pete the Sock Man, but Arthur, Wingfeather.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I'll talk about it more on our North Beaten episodes, but I just really like his character. I like the Throne Warden, just being character, kind of being the oldest, just always looking out for my younger siblings and stuff like that. What do you think about the monarchy system of Vanera, though? Like the warden and the song maiden and the king and stuff like that.
It sounds kind of old-fashioned.
Why?
But I don't know. It just sounds like old time, like knights and kings and type of thing. Warden. I've never heard that word.
No, but like just like the system,
I don't really get what you're asking.
Like the oldest is the guardian of the king.
Oh, well, that also kind of sounded like that, but yeah. Well, it was just, I guess, their way to do it.
Yeah, they're like it was to prevent jealousy from like the younger kid,
Yeah.
And I was like, what about the older kid? Like, what
Yeah.
do you mean? Like,
I would be jealous if I was.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I thought it was.
I guess it is interesting though, because yeah, like you were saying, if you're the oldest, then it's kind of your job to protect the younger siblings, which is what Janner did. Oh.
What?
That makes sense.
But like
That's
Janner
That's why Janner's protection of them was such a common, you
Yes,
know,
exactly. Like
thing.
even
I
throughout the
never put that together until right now.
just you just finished the book a few minutes ago. That's okay. But like throughout the course of like the entire saga, like
Yeah.
you know, like it's just the theme of brotherly love and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah.
really cool.
That makes so much sense now.
All right, anything else to talk about?
Well, I guess should we talk about before we get into the second book next week? Should we, just explain the end kind of and what they find out and everything?
You know what? No. Hey guys, listen up. This is great saga. We normally do like some sort of kind of summary. I really highly encourage you to go read these as a family or read these together. Or Andrew Peterson, he's gonna start reading these October 19th on like Facebook Live and on YouTube.
Well, is he reading these or is he reading
Oh,
the
you're
new
right.
ones?
He's reading the last two. The
If you go on YouTube though, you can find
Right.
his readings of the first couple.
Yeah, highly recommend you listen to those.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna give a summary around here, but I don't know. I highly recommend them. Some of my favorite read alouds that we've done. I guess we should donor shout outs now, huh?
Yep.
All right. How do you want to do it? You gotta think of some fun way. Okay, I'm gonna give you the donor, and then you say what character they would be on the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Isaiah's grandparents.
I'll. How about the
Top of your head.
top of my head, King and Queen of Anira?
Nice.
How about that?
Who are they? Like, give me some names.
I don't know their name.
Isaiah's uncle.
Isaiah's uncle is Slarb.
Nice. Nana.
Oh, how about Nia?
Oh, nice.
Sounds pretty close.
Van Pappy and Wayla.
Van Pappy can be Poto. Wayla can be what's his name? Oscar Retap.
What?
Or however you say his
Why
name.
is she a boy?
Because I can't think of any other
Just
girls.
give Poto. Just give him Poto's wife.
Oh, okay.
Gwendolyn.
Poto's wife. But she died.
Yeah, whatever. Just give, doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're not gonna die, Wayla. I promise. Okay. Who else do we have? Lizzie.
Lizzie, what's her name? Lily.
What about Becky? Isaiah's sister.
Are there any other girls in the book? She can be the sea dragon.
Okay. Nice. Nice. I'm sure she'll love that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Matthew, if they want to do a shout out, what do they want to do?
Well, you go to patreon.com/bookinit and sign up for any of our 5 different donor tiers.
4, actually. That's okay.
4 different donor tiers.
Yeah.
And any of them include the shout out. And if you sign up for the $10 or higher, then you get a bonus episode every single month, which we've been doing The Giver recently, and then we're going to get into some extra special books this next month.
But yeah, links included in the description below. Please just give up 1 Starbucks trip a month just to support us, maybe $5 a month. If you can't do that for whatever reason, please rate and review us in your favorite podcasting app. Make sure you subscribe.
We'd be extremely grateful.
Yep, don't miss it on North of Beaten coming out next week. And until next time.
Keep on booking it.